Hi, everybody. It is Saturday, May 16th. I'm just sat down here, and in the park below me, I can hear a marching band practicing. They just played This Land Is Your Land. I'll stop talking if I hear them play. Maybe you'll be able to hear them. But it's kind of wafting up through the canyon behind my house. I think there's a football game today at the Rose Bowl, so it might be in conjunction with that. I'm not quite sure. Before I go on, too, I also wanted to say this coming Wednesday, let's do a clubhouse. It's been a while. I've been slammed and working Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So I've got Wednesday off this week. So let's have a clubhouse and visit and catch up with everybody, which would be great. I'm going to go back and visit a project I talked about quite a long time ago. With one of my really favorite artists and people in the world, and that's the incredible Van Dyke Parks. And this was an album called Moonlighting, Live at the Ash Grove from 1998. It says, Live at the Ash Grove is a live album by Van Dyke Parks, released in 98 on Warner Brothers. It was recorded live on September 7th, 1996. I'm going to read you some credits, and then I'm going to play some music and talk about Van Dyke. Musicians are myself on bass, Bernie Dressel on drums, Grant Geisman on guitar, Van Dyke Parks on piano, Chili Charles on percussion, and Van Dyke's vocals. Cello is Larry Corbett and Susie Katayama. Double bass on this was Dave Stone. Amy Schulman on harp. Jimbo Ross and John Scanlon on viola, and Elizabeth Wilson. Eve Specker. Joel Derwin, I don't know how Joel pronounces his last name. John Wittenberg, and Michelle Richards, Peter Kent, and Sid Page on violins. Sid Page was also the concert master. It was produced by Van Dyke Parks and Andy Wickham. It was arranged by Van Dyke Parks, engineered by Michael Frondelli, who did our first Barefoot Servants album, mixed by Michael Frondelli, mastered by Kevin Reeves. Second engineers were Peter Dell and Charlie Pataki, Picari. Sorry, it's hard to see the screen today. Mastered at Tower Mastering, mixed at Capitol Studios, and it was recorded at the Ash Grove Live. Now, I was going to read a little of Van Dyke Parks's bio for you. Completely, it would take me all day to read this. It's the most extensive bio of anybody I think I've ever talked about. Van Dyke is remarkable, but I'll read you a little bit here. Van Dyke Parks was born January 3rd, 1943, is an American musician, songwriter, arranger, record producer, and former Warner Brothers Records executive, whose work encompasses orchestral pop, elaborate recording experiments, Americana iconography, free associative lyrics, and Caribbean sounds. He is best known for his 1967 album Song Cycle and his collaborative work with acts such as the Beach Boys, Lowell George, and Harry Nilsson. Born in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Parks toured nationally with the American Boys Choir School in Princeton, New Jersey, and concurrently pursued child acting roles in television and theater productions. After relocating to California in 1963, he performed folk music with his brother Carson, along with West Coast and contributing arrangements to Disney film soundtracks, including The Bare Necessities for Jungle Book in 1967. By the mid-60s, he was an active session musician in Laurel Canyon, working with artists such as Tim Buckley, Judy Collins, The Byrds, before collaborating with Brian Wilson on the Beach Boys' Smile, later completed in 2004 as Wilson's solo album. It goes on and on. I mean, it's a fascinating read. So if you want, look up on Wikipedia, look up Van Dyke Parks, because it is really an astounding career, and he's still at it. I mean, Van Dyke is still going strong. One little thing I noticed at the end, I thought that was great. His brother Carson wrote the song Something Stupid, which became a hit for Frank and Nancy Sinatra. That's great. So just read it. It's really remarkable. But literally, it's paragraph after paragraph after paragraph of what this guy accomplished, both in music and acting and just every kind of. Certainly, one of the great kind of. It's really hard to cubbyhole him. He is a remarkable man. So I'm going to just play some music for you right now. This first piece. So this is live at the Troubadour. It's funny on the cover of it. It says Moonlighting Van Dyke Parks, recorded live. Not the Troubadour, the Ash Grove. Concertmaster Sid Page, and it says vocals with orchestral arranged accompaniment. Man, I'm not able to read great today. I've been up hours now. I'm pretty tired. Did not sleep well last night. I'm going to start off with a song called Jump, and I'm going to pull up some credits on this. It was written by Van Dyke Parks. So here we go. Here is Jump, Van Dyke Parks, Moonlighting, live at the Ash Grove.
The Ash Grove proudly presents Van Dyke Parks.
Now it moved right into Orange Crate Art, which was the title of the album that Van Dyke did with Brian Wilson. I worked on that album with them. Also, the thing that was wonderful was Grant Geisman playing on this stuff. Van Dyke and Grant and I have done trio things. We went to Austria and played. We've been in Japan, done gigs around the United States as a trio. So it's going to be great to see Grant over at the beginning of the week again. So this is a live show, so they're kind of moving into each other. So I wanted to give a little bit of credit there and see what's going on here. So this is Orange Crate Art.
place to start. Orange Crate Art was a world apart. Home for two in view of Sonoma, where there's aroma and heart. Memories of her Orange Crate Art. Orange crate table and a rocking chair. Barnyard gate waiting some repair. Trust in fate and sweet inspiration. You could go bust to replace just what is here by the case. Hear the lonesome locomotion roar. Hobo, hop on if you dare. And it rolls where grapes of wrath are stored. Stops on a Brosero's prayer. From the vine of a vintage crew comes the wine of this rendezvous. Room for two in view of Sonoma, back when Ramona had heart. Memories of her Orange Crate Art. In view of Sonoma, back when Ramona had heart. Memories of her Orange Crate Art.
Okay, here's one called FDR in Trinidad. Let me double check on the. I'm assuming this was also written by Van Dyke.
When Roosevelt came to the land of the hummingbird, shouts of welcome were heard. When Roosevelt came to the land of the hummingbird, shouts of welcome were heard. His visit to their island is bound to be an epoch in local history, definitely marking a new era between Trinidad and America. We understand that the president had just been on a visit to Brazil and the Argentine with Mr. Cordell Hull in attendance. There they took part in a peace conference, struck by his modest style and by the famous Roosevelt smile. In fact, now everybody was glad to welcome Roosevelt to Trinidad. We were privileged to see the great democratic president of the great republic, with his charm and his genial personality and his wonderful urbanity, to stop war and atrocity and make the world safe for democracy. The greatest event of the century in the interest of suffering humanity.
It's just so cool. I love it. Do a couple more. This is called the All Golden. Let me double check on this one. The All Golden, Van Dyke Park's composer on this one. So here we go, the All Golden.
He is not your run-of-the-mill garden variety,
Like nobody
Alabama
else.
Country fair. Left on Silver Lake, he keeps a small apartment top an Oriental food store there. He returned from Alabama to see what he could see. Off the record, he is hungry, though he works hard in his Alabama country fair. I should think he'd fade away the way that bohemians often bear the frigid air. He returned from Alabama to see what he could see. Constant commentary by the wayside. Nowadays a Yankee dreadnought take his time to when to see. Forget to bear your arms in your golden. You will know why hayseeds go back to the country.
Such a remarkable pianist, too. The way his mind works is just amazing. When you sit down and you start looking at the charts he writes for things, and you just go, wow, what is going on in there? It's so unique and so fascinating to me. Here's one more. This is Sailing Shoes, and this was a song written by Lowell George. So here we go, Sailing Shoes.
There's a lady in a turban by a cocaine tree. She does that dance so rhythmically. She's a laughing and a singing and having a time. You get that lamb and I'll get that line. You gotta put on your sailing shoes. Put on your sailing shoes. Everybody start to cheer when you put on your sailing shoes. I say, doctor, doctor, I feel so bad. This is the worst day I've ever had. He say, have you this misery a very long time? 'Cause if I lay it on the line, gotta put on your sailing shoes. Put on your sailing shoes. Everyone will hit hooray when you put on your sailing shoes.
Thank you all. Good night.
Nobody liked Van Dyke. Really something special. So Moonlighting, the live album at the Ash Grove. I'm going to get running here now, and wishing everybody a wonderful day. Don't forget Clubhouse this coming Wednesday. I look forward to that. So take good care, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.